Rented a sled from Outdoor Rec on base. Oh my goodness, so excited about that. What is that? Because the visitor center is a super ripoff, and they were super helpful in there. You know, Holloman is turning out to be just so wonderful for me, and I'm so glad about that. But the lady in there suggested to continue driving. Are these guys gonna go past the green, like beyond, because you'll get away from people. Not that there should be a lot of people today. It's the 20th of December, and it's a better hill, less crowded. And that was very helpful. And she also said that in the summer, Walmart was selling sleds that were cheaper than at the visitor center. But, oh, this is a good location. Okay. This base is hard to drive around because when you plug in directions, it's like walking only. It only plugs in walking. I don't know what it is about this base in Google Maps, but you just have to watch your blue dot for where you're gonna go. So I'm going to just pull in here, get Lila all seat belted up, and get out my bag. But yeah, so Walmart is not selling sleds right now. I wonder if you could use those like flimsy, really flimsy rolled sleds that are plastic. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about, but I mean, I definitely don't want to travel around with a sled, you know? It's like, it's funny, I never thought I'd be renting a sled in New Mexico right now, but here we are. So Lila, you're gonna get buckled and we're gonna get situated. So there's my sled. It looks good. And they said for the wax, I really won't need the wax. I mean, it does help go faster, but, and if I want, they sell some there at the gift shop or visitor center or whatever, whichever one. There's some fighters going. What kind of aircraft do they have here? That might be a 16. I'll have to look, but yep. Okay, we're on our way.
We're missing our 3 dogs. Can we pet yours? Yeah. Hey, Lila, say hi. What's his name? Lila. Lila? What is he? A golden doodle. Oh, okay. I have 2 standards. Oh, yeah, they're beautiful dogs. Yes. I sit down. This is
I have one right here.
I don't think I took it. No?
It probably fell somewhere.
Tis very, very busy today. I'm gonna just wait for the video they have in about 5 minutes. But I bought some really pretty blue opal earrings. I've been into studs for a while now. I used to be really into dangly earrings. So I'm gonna put these in right now. Ooh, I love these. I love these. It's so pretty. Oh my goodness. I love it. It's so beautiful. It's beautiful, as Lexi would say. Oh my goodness, look at that. Is it pretty? It's so pretty. Oh, I love it. So we're gonna go in to see the movie shortly.
Here, natural forces play out before our eyes on a journey that turns rock to dust. Where evolution moves in fast forward. And life adapts or disappears. All of this unfolds in one of the world's greatest wonders, White Sands National Monument. 275 square miles of sand, and none of it is the typical darker quartz variety found in most other dune fields. It's made of gypsum, the same white material used in plaster and drywall. Many animal species at White Sands have become lighter colored, avoiding detection and staying cooler in the hot sun. Gypsum comes from the surrounding mountains, which are rich in the mineral. Snowmelt and rain dissolve the gypsum and wash it into mountain streams. The gypsum-infused water runs down the mountainsides. Then from the mountains, it flows to the lowest point in the monument, Alkali Flat and Lake Lucero on the western edge of White Sands. When this water evaporates, it leaves the gypsum behind in the form of selenite crystals. The crystal is softer than a human fingernail and easily splits apart. This is where the gypsum might come to rest if it weren't for another force that shapes White Sands, the wind. In the spring, it often blows hard from the southwest. And when it reaches 15 to 17 miles per hour, it picks up any gypsum the size of a cornflake or smaller. Like bumper cars, the gypsum pieces bounce, roll, and slam their way northeast. They start out coarse. As they tumble, they break into smaller and whiter pieces, and then end up as fine grains, almost as soft as talcum powder. Pushed by the wind, grains of gypsum sand pile up into dunes, which move across the desert like waves.
One of the surprising things about White Sands is how young they are. Most of the dune field formed between 4,000 and 7,000 years ago. Geologically, that's almost like yesterday.
We are at a spot I think will work. There's really not anybody around. I need to go hike to it. I'm gonna leave Lila here for now and then come back and get her and go sledding and see how she most likely does not like it. I have switched into my Crocs and we're gonna fill this stuff. Oh my gosh, that feels so cool. You know, like that clay they have, or sand they have at Brookstone that you can mold? This is what it feels like. And my guidebook did say that it is much cooler than regular sand, and it really is. That is so nice. Okay, let's continue on our way. Oh man, yeah. Okay, I'm glad I put my Crocs on. Oh, this is so cool. Look at that. That's awesome. Okay. I probably should have just carried my backpack, but this is kind of hard to walk up with no hands. Golly. I need my hiking trekking poles. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this one I saw is over here. This is so cool. try it. I think I need the wax. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. That is seriously so much fun. And I wasn't even gonna do this because I was like, 15 bucks to rent a sled? Yeah, even with that 15 bucks, it's highly recommend. So I'm gonna go get Lila now. We're gonna try sledding with her. Is that fun? Did you hate it? Is that my sweet girl? What do you think? What is it? It's nice and cool, isn't it? Yeah. We're gonna have to brush Lila off before I get in the car. So it's okay, Lilas. It's okay. Some interesting things about, some interesting things about, where are you going? Where are you gonna go? No? No, ma'am? Come here. These, this harness, I mean, it's good, but if she pulls hard enough, I don't know. Stay here. We're just gonna talk for a bit. All right? Sand, sand everywhere. This is gonna be like a visit to the beach, I think. I'll be finding sand clear when I get back to Utah. So some interesting things about White Sands National Park is it's a brand new park. Fairly recently, in 2019, it became a national park. Before it was a national monument. And the main sign heading in, when you're on I-70, says White Sands National Monument. It is the largest area with gypsum sand in the world. And this is what plaster and drywall is made of. And any animals who live here in this area have evolved to turn white, essentially, to avoid detection of predators. And the sand is always moving around the border. The plants that are around it, the grassy areas, they stop it from fully moving on. But on average, the dunes move between 12 and 15 feet. And in really high winds, some dunes can move 38 feet in total. So, and what was interesting also is that this comes from the mountains. When there's snow or rain runoff, it all essentially ends up here, and you get this beautiful snowy look. What a cool place to be around Christmas time, and that's probably why a lot of people came here. I don't know how I mean, it seems like it is popular other years, but the temperature is pretty mild. It's only in the upper 50s today, and the summers, at least per my book, says that it is in the high 90s over the summer. I didn't see anything that was over 100 degrees in my book. There are a few hikes that you can go on, which I will not be going on. One is a really long hike that if I didn't have Lila, I might do. You can get away from the crowds and just be to yourself, which does sound nice. And then also Holloman uses part of the area as a weapons testing range. And in fact, the first atomic bomb was dropped in this area. It's at a site called Trinity Pass, Trinity site. That's the first atomic bomb drop. So very, very interesting. And Holloman flies F-16's T-38, which is a trainer aircraft. And then also, is this even plugged in? Dang it, it's not plugged in. An M, a drone, essentially. So, really cool place to come. Very family friendly. You can have a picnic in some of the areas. It looks like some even have some barbecues over there. And lots of place to go sledding. The lady at Outdoor Rec on Holloman was super helpful, and now I understand what she meant by just go past the green, past the green. Really wasn't sure what in the world the green meant, but once you get in here, it's obvious, and then you just hit the sand road. So that's where you would want to go, and there's plenty of places that you could go. Looks like a Where's Waldo back there with the red and white shirt. I don't know if that can even be seen, but we did some sledding. I think Lila loved it. Did you love it, Lila? Did you enjoy yourself? I don't think so. But we're just gonna finish our drive. Really easy, quick visit, national park, but totally worth it. This is one that I will absolutely remember. Huh, Lila's. You probably will too. I think so. So, if you've been to White Sands, let me know. What did you think of it? Did you go sledding? Did you go on any of the hikes? I've really enjoyed myself and would absolutely visit again. She's spooked. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Should we go? Should we go, Lalas? I think we should, huh? Are you scared? Are you a scaredy cat? It's okay. It's okay. You scaredy cat. We're gonna go down one more time through all this stuff I don't want to carry down there. And this is a good spot. Watch this sled go down. Okay. Here we go, Lilas. Just gonna be like, what the freak? Oh, very graceful. Oh, Lilas. She's a good shoulder cat. Okay, Miss Lulu's. Oh goodness. Getting off the track. Okay. Here we go. Holy. Oh, that's awesome, Lila. Oh my goodness, you did so good. You did so good, Lila. Good girl. She's like, what the frick are you doing to me? Okay, let's go. She sees the car. Oh, that's a good girl. That's such a good girl. All right, we're gonna go.